This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, good morning, Rahul.
Good morning. Okay. Good morning. Asha ji is also here. So we'll get started. First thing, bonjour is called good morning. I'll just type that word because that word is not there here. It's bonjour is good morning. That's coming from a word bon
How
plus.
do you spell that?
Yeah,
What is the spelling of bonjour?
I've written in the chat box. It is
Okay,
bonjour. Bon is nothing but good or fine. Jour
okay.
is a day. So you say bon plus jour. I think you have also heard this word called bon voyage.
No,
No, you haven't heard?
no.
Yeah,
When
I
someone
have
is,
heard
Bon. Okay.
yeah,
bonjour
I have
only.
heard bonjour, not the second one. Yeah, bon voyage
okay,
I've heard.
yeah,
Okay.
bon voyage
How do you?
is,
Okay, you
it,
say it as bon voyage. Okay.
yes. Generally, in
Okay.
English they say I don't know how to pronounce in English. Bon voyage, no, bon voyage,
Voyage.
bon voyage.
VOYA.
We generally say
Voyage.
bon voyage. That's it.
Bon voyage, yes, yes. I am like,
Yeah.
I literally don't know how to pronounce that in English. So,
Okay.
this is when you'd say when someone is going to travel.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it
for
says
traveling.
it means have a pleasant journey, good journey, or a happy journey. In English, we say happy journey, but in French, it's not happy, it's a good journey.
Okay.
That also
Okay.
means pleasant journey. So remember one thing is in French and in English, when you are like comparing these two, because now this will happen throughout your learning process, is so this will happen with throughout your learning process that all the time you will be comparing English and French, English and French, English and French. So that that will be running in your mind always. So always try to and like the literal meaning here is bon voyage. That means it's generally in your mindset it will be happy journey. But now we are looking at good journey. So it's bon plus voyage. But if you literally do the translation, you will translate from happy journey and that becomes like heureuse jour. That doesn't make sense. There is no such word in French. So always remember when you're talking says about happy journey, you have to take the synonyms of happy, that is good, pleasant, fine, satisfying, and then journey remains same. So you either use one of these synonyms and then the journey. So bon voyage, bonjour are sorry, the dogs barking in the background. Yeah. So bon voyage, bonjour, all of this part of greeting that you generally happen that when you meet someone. Bonjour is a special case. I'll give you the words here. Bonjour is for good morning. Bon après-midi is good afternoon, and bonsoir is good evening, and good night is bonne nuit. Yeah. So if you just closely observe, it is bonjour, bon après-midi, bonsoir, and bonne nuit. Bonjour is a good day, or that literally means good day. But this you will use when you're saying good morning, because there is a word for good morning, but you don't use it practically. So it's even if you meet someone in the evening or in the night or in the afternoon or at 10 o'clock or 12 o'clock, you will always use bonjour only. There is no like good afternoon. You might say good afternoon as well, but if you're meeting someone for the first time in the day, it is always bonjour. And you also have bon après-midi. Is bon is the female form of bon. Bonne is the female form of bon. Après is after. Noon is midi, like noon. Midi is noon, so it's good after noon. Bon après midi. That's why I put the words a little like with the space. Bonsoir is good evening. Bon is same. Soir is evening. I think in Hindi you say sham, and soir is kind of similar. Nuit and night, they sound similar. It's bonne nuit is good night. Nuit, N-U-I-T is not pronounced, so it's bonne nuit. So this is the greetings part. We'll do the rest in detail like later on, but just to get started, since you said good morning, I was like, let me first tell you how do you say good morning in French. That's bonjour, and bonjour tout le monde is bonjour everyone. Tout le monde, I'll just write the spelling also here. Tout le monde. Tout le monde is tout is all, le is the. That means the literal translation is all of the world. That means everyone in English. When you say everyone, it is
In
tout le monde.
in MEO in MOND the D is silent, is it?
Monde, M-O-N-D, tout le monde.
Mond we use D. Okay.
Yeah, tout le monde. It's not tout. If you pronounce it literally, it will be tout le monde, right? So you don't pronounce that. And when you like right now, we're just looking at one word each. But when you start pronouncing the sentences, you will have like a clear idea of which word to jump. So it will be like to with the U, and then you jump to le. To le, you're not pronouncing li, it is le, and M-O-N-D, mond. So to le monde, not to, tout le monde. You're getting it? The difference between the pronunciation now? Can you just quickly type yes or no? Thanks.
Rahul, right now I can just see the number slide. So you are teaching something else, or you are just
The
putting
chat, in the chat. The chat. Can you see the chat?
Yeah, but in chat I can just see the names.
That you're seeing with people.
You'll have to
Wait.
click on everyone.
अच्छा नीचे होगा देखिए send to everyone.
Yeah. Okay.
Always keep send to everyone because everyone can see your chat.
Okay.
Okay? So these are like the starting problems that you have. So we'll get used to it. This was not planned in my schedule. If not, I would have put that in the slide. Okay. So let's get started with the numbers again. Just a second. Let me just minimize this numbers. Yeah.
Rahul, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Yesterday we were talking about vowels, right? In the slide which you had sent on WhatsApp group, they have mentioned Y as one of the vowel, but you said it's H. So which one is the right one?
Like vowels, in the vowels, what happens is H is we call it a mute vowel.
Okay.
Sometimes it takes the form of a vowel and sometimes not. Y is also, in some books they say it's a vowel, but you don't follow the rules later on for Y, and that's why they
Okay.
keep that in a bracket.
Okay.
Yeah. So Y is like it's in certain places only it takes the form of a vowel. So if I declare it as a vowel, everywhere you will be kind of confused. So there are like two ways people do that. They say it is a vowel, but everywhere where vowel rules apply, it will say Y is not applicable. And certain places
Oh,
it as a vowel, but in certain cases only they say it acts as a vowel. So Y and H is a mute vowel. They say it is the vowel is called a mute vowel. In certain places only it takes the form of a vowel.
okay.
When you do like when we do some alphabets, letters and all, it will be clear.
Okay, so we'll get to know, I mean,
Yes, yes.
ongoing, is it? Okay, okay.
Yeah, okay,
Thank you.
good. Yeah. So these kinds of questions will come because a lot of books have a different teaching method, but the whole at the end is how you make sentences. These are like small topics, but when you look at the bigger picture of framing a sentence or writing, that becomes relatively easier, and then you will not worry about if it's a vowel or a consonant or a whatever it is, right? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think we did numbers and alphabets. Numbers we did from 1 to 10. So I'll just repeat from 1 to 10 again, so that if you want to like you just mute yourself, and if you want to repeat with me, you can. It's 0,
0,
uh, the, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, huit, neuf, and this. I'll again quickly repeat it. It's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, this. Okay. And yeah, if you want to repeat it, you can just unmute or and repeat it. If not, we'll continue with the next one.
It's zero,
Yeah.
am,
Yes.
do,
The.
the, okay,
Yeah.
the,
Like THE.
through, okay, do,
Yeah.
do, through,
Hmm.
cat,
Yes.
sink,
Yes.
sis,
Yes.
set,
Yes.
with,
Yes.
nuff,
Yes.
this.
This. Perfect. Okay. So we'll start with 11 to 20 next. Is 11 is ounce, 12 is douze. If you closely observe, 2 is the, 12 is douze. 3 is trois, 13 is treize. 4 is quatre, 14 is quatorze. 15 is cinq, 5 is cinq, 15 is quinze. It's kind of little different. Quinze. 16 is seize. Now from 17, if you closely observe, 17 is nothing but 10, that is this, dis, and then sept. It's there's t there, kind of missed it. So it's this sept. And 18 is this with 10 plus 8. 19 is this now 10 plus 9. 20 is van. Van. The pronunciation is like a school van. It's van. So it's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. have you ever guys like heard a song called Un, Dos, Tres? There's a famous song, Un, Dos, Tres, something after that. Oh, that's a famous song that starts with 11, 12, 13, and he literally does it like he's counting numbers. So that's a famous song. If you can just go and check on YouTube, you will get it. So, Ons, Dos, Tres, Catorze, Quinze, Seize, Dix-sept, Dix-huit, Dix-neuf, and 20. The 17 is just a second, I'll correct that. It's Dix-sept here. It's Dix-sept, Dix-huit, Dix-neuf, and 20. So it's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, is it fine, or if you have any questions or you want to repeat it?
Just once repeat it. 14, 15, and 16.
It's 11,
Hmm.
12,
Dos, tres,
13,
hmm,
14. Let's
catorce,
starting with K. 14, 15,
hmm,
16, 17, 18, 19, and 20.
okay.
Okay. So
Yes.
all those traits are following like the all those traits, and 14 are following 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ons, 1 is like an exception. You say 11 is ons. 15 is cans. Here that is sank. Here it is cans. 14 and 15, both of them start with K. 14, cans. 16 is says. 17, 18, and 19, you don't have a specific word for that, and that's why you take 10 plus 7, 10 plus 8, 10 plus 9. And this trend will follow throughout 1 to 100. So we'll see that in the coming numbers. Decept is this week, 17 is decept, 18 is this week, 19 is this now, and 20 is 20. Okay. And now till here, all of these numbers are unique, kind of. You have a specific word for one letter. From moving forward from this 21, you don't have a specific word. You just have to add and subtract. So 21, if you see, it's va. Va is coming from 20. Van, te, 20. Et is and. Et is and. So if you want to make a note, you can. Et is and, and.
So we will pronounce it a or et.
At,
Et. Okay.
at. So it's van, te, yes. When you're saying only et, then you say it as at. But when you're pronouncing with the sentence, you're jumping words. So it's van, te,
So you are what we say? You are adding last T and E.
yes.
Last T from
Van,
when
te,
and E.
van,
When
te,
te. Okay. When te. It happens in all the words like et, where et comes. Like
yes.
you. Okay.
Now 31 will be tronte. 30 is tron. Then 31 will be tronte. Okay.
Hmm.
So va is 20. Now from 20 to 29, every word will have first va, and then whatever is remaining that will be added. So for 21 it will be va, and 1. That is van, te. For 22 is, remember this is a special case. 21, 31, 41, 51 will have that et in there. Apart from that, you don't get and in between. So it is 22 will be van the. So there is no van ete the. So it's van the directly. 23 will be van through. 24 will be,
Van quatre.
yes. 25,
Van cinq.
26,
Van six.
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 27,
Van sept.
28,
Van with.
29.
Van neuf.
Yeah, that's it. Till 29 you have van and then the word. Van
Neuf.
and then the word. Yeah. 30 is tront. It's a unique word, tront, which is coming from 3 and 13. All of the 3-letter words, they start with tr and then ei, whatever it is. Tront. 30 is tront. 31 will be again tronte. I'll write it in the chat. It's tronte. And then 32 will be tronte, similarly to 22. So 33 will be trontrua, 34 will be troncat, 35 will be tronsank, 36 will be tronsis, troncept, trontvit, trontnuff, and then 40 is caron. See, 4 is cat, 14 is cators, 40 is caron. So are you find the similarity? Cat, cators, caron. So you are like increasing the degree of the word. Cat is a small word, cators is slightly bigger, and then caron is a bigger word. So cat, cators, caron. So you will always get confused between them. So this is what you have to practice. Caron is 40. And in the TEF exam, you will definitely have 1 or 2 questions in the beginning level which are related to numbers. So they will pronounce a number which will be something like what did he mention, and what is his age, or what did he mention as his age. So he'll say 33, that is 33. And in the options you will have 3, 13 and 33, because all of them sound similar. Definitely you'll have all the 3 options. So this is like one of the important things that you need to remember. Okay, so 39 will be trontnuff, 40 will be caron. Now Nidhi, can you just unmute and say from 40 to 49, please? 40
Yeah,
is
sure.
caron.
Yeah. So caron dua.
Caron te is first.
Okay, caron to.
Caron te
Caron te is first. Okay.
yes.
So and then caron do.
The yes.
The caron tua.
Trua. Okay.
Caron cat.
Cat.
Caron sen.
Caron sign.
Caron sis.
Caron sis.
Caron set.
Caron sept.
Caron with.
Caron with.
Caron nuff.
Caron nuff. And 50
Caron,
is
and then 50 is sang. What? How do you spell that?
Sancon. Pi is sank. You add UANTE to it, it becomes sancon. 50.
Sankong. Oh, can you repeat it?
Sancon.
Sankong.
Con. Sancon.
On.
It ends with N or M.
It's sancon. ANTE.
Sankon.
Okay.
Yes.
Sank on.
Yes.
Sankon. It's like TH. Sankon.
Okay. So now I'll just repeat from 51 to 60. 51 it will be 51. 52 will be 52. 53 will be 53. 54 will be 54. 55 will be 55. 56 will be 56. 57 will be 57. 58 will be 58. 59 will be 59. 60 will be 60. 60.
So sound.
Yeah. So 30 is Tron. 40 is Caron. 50 is Sancon. 60 is Sancon. Sorry, 50 is Sancon.
Sanson.
60 is Soson.
So sound.
Sis is 6. Says is 16. Soixante. Soixante is 60. Okay. 60 is soixante. Now 61 will be 61. 62 will be 62. 63 will be 63. 64 will be 64. 65 will be 65. 66 will be 66. 67 will be 67. 68 will be 68. 69 will be 69. And 70, again, you don't have a unique word for it. Now it becomes 60 because it is 60, and this, that is 60 plus 10. 60, this is 70. Here you don't have a particular word for 70. From here on, like we did in 17, 18 and 19, we are multiplying and writing it, or adding and writing it. So here comes the a little exceptional part in French. 70 is 60 and 10. In English, you have a separate word for 7, 17 and 70. But in French, you don't have a separate word. You say 70. That means 60 plus 10, 70. 70. And now 71 will be, can anyone tell?
It's 71. So says on this down.
Yeah, it's not 70 et 1. It is 72. That is 60 and 11. You're getting it?
Okay.
60 and 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do on.
Yes. Soixante did that directly. Soixante and ons. That is 60 plus 11. It's
Okay.
71. So, like from 60, what we do is 60 plus 61 will be soixante un. That is 60 and 1. 62 will be soixante deux.
Okay.
That is 60 and 2. And likewise 70 will be 70, that is 60 and 10. 71 will be 60 and 11. 72 will be 60 and 12, that is 60 and 12. 63 will be 74 will be 14, that is 60 plus 14.
Okay.
Yeah. 67 will be 77. 78 will be 78. 79 will be 79, that is 60 plus 19. What is 19? This now. And what is 60? So 79 will be this now. So whenever you're pronouncing 79, 76, 75 or 71, there is no certain word for 70. That is always 60. plus 11 plus 12 plus 13 plus 14 and so on. So till 69, that is 79, you say soson and this na. So you'll now have three words. Soson, this na. That is 79. Now 80, if you closely observe, it is 80. That is 4 is 4, 20 is 20. Now 4 into 20 is 80. So that is how you multiply the number in French and write 80. There is no specific word for 80. So you say 80. You say it together 80. That means 4 and 20. That is 4 into 20 is 80. So that should get registered in your subconscious mind that 80, there is no certain word. There is always 4 and 20. It's 80. Now 81 will again follow the same rule as we did in 21. So it's 81. Now it is 4 into 21. 4, 21. That is 81. So it's 81. 82 will be 82. 83 will be 83. That is 4 plus 23. 4 into 23, sorry. So it is 4 into 20 plus 3. 4 is 4, 23 is 1 3. So 1 3 is 83. 84 will be 4. 85 will be 4. Sorry, yeah, 85 is 4. 86 is 4. 87 will be 4. 88 will be 4. 89 will be 4. 90 will be 4. 91 will be 91. 92 will be 92. 93 will be 93. 94 will be 94. 95 will be 95. 96 will be 96. 97 will be 97. 97, sorry. Now it has become 4 letters. 97. Okay. Like in English, you only have 90 and 9. There are only two words, 90 and 9, or 90 and 5, 90 and 7. But in French, now I've got the 4. It's 97. In 98, it is 98.
How do you spell 90?
90, there is no word.
90. 90, there's no word.
There is no word. You say 90. That is 4 into 20 plus 10. 80 and this. Now remember this, 80, the word is 80. That's it. Now 81 will be 80 plus 1. 82 will be 80 plus 2. 83 will be 80 plus 3. 84 will be 80 plus 4. 80 becomes the word 80. So now 89 will be 80 now, and now 90 will be 80 this, and after that you follow this what do you call this one, 80. For 91 it will be 91. 92 will be 92, and for 93 it will be 93. 94 will be 80, that is 80 plus 14, 14. And then 95 says, are you looking at the screen? Yeah, 97, that is
Yes.
97. 98 will be 80 with, and 99 will be 80 this. Now 4 letters. 80 is your 20. 4 is 80 is 20. That becomes 80. 20 plus 4 into 20 is 80. So 80 becomes 80. 80 plus 11 is 81. 80 plus 12 is 82. That means it is 92. And 100 is song. S-E-N-T. Cent is song. That becomes song. So is 100. You see here, you say cent percent. That is 100%. In English also you use this word called cent percent. cent percent, 100%. Mil is thousand, and million is million, billion is billion. Same, there's no difference. Only the pronunciation is million and billion. You don't pronounce the last M. So it's million. You are ending at O. Billion is you're ending at O. Million and billion. Mil, M-I-L-L, is thousand. Cent, S-E-N, is cent. It is cent, like 100. Getting it? Any questions? Any doubts?
Yeah, Rahul, in this slide, can you, apart from these words, can you mention that 31, 41, 51?
Yeah, that's a very good question. But what I want you to do is, you'll have the slide or you'll have the recording. I want you to literally write it from 1 to 100, like you did in like maybe your third standard or fourth standard.
Okay,
Because
so today
once you write it and pronounce it like people use, like the students used to do, like we as students used to do, 3-1, 31, 4-1, 41, like that. You say 4-1 is 41, 4-2 is 42, 4-3 is 43, 4-4 is 44, 4-5 is 45, like that. If you do it from 1 to 100, first thing you will learn is how do you pronounce it. Second thing is you will learn the spelling, because spellings are also really important, because when you attend the exam, you will have to write the spellings correctly. There are negative marking for spelling, so you will have to make sure you learn the spellings also. So today, as part of your homework, or you whatever you say, your home, like your personal time, or your I don't want to call it homework, but there's no other word for it. So the learning process is you have to write from 0 to 100. Now that you know all the spellings, now that you know what is what, how do you write? Once you write it down, I am speaking and you're hearing, that's a different thing. But when you write it down, that really gets memorized and you kind of learn it. Okay. Shobnik, welcome. Welcome to the session. Shobnik is here to just have a demo session. So, Shobnik, we yesterday we started. We did numbers, the alphabets, and today we are doing numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, are you like comfortable? Because you have joined in the middle, you might have been, you're feeling it a little lost. I
Yeah,
understand that.
I'm a bit confused, but I understood. I'm sorry, I was a bit late. Actually, I slept at 3 o'clock yesterday. So yeah, I understood, Rahul. I got a gist of it. I got a feel of it, actually.
Okay. Okay. So part of today's exercise will be you will have to write it, and one of my open challenge is, generally once we complete the numbers, I tell to all of my students, I'm doing this for the last almost like 6, 7, 8 years. I tell them that you will get a surprise, if not a surprise gift or a reward, if uh, you learn the numbers and say from 0 to 100 in the challenge is less than 1 minute or 1 minute. That's my time, like that's my record. And if you break that record, you get a surprise gift. So you're also open to that challenge. You will have to say the numbers from 1 to 100 uh, in less than a minute or a minute. So it's if you want me to repeat it, I can just go a little faster and repeat. It doesn't make any sense, but I want to just do it from 1 to 100 so that you get an idea of it. I'm just starting it. It's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, 135, 136, 137, 138, 139, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145, 146, 147, 148, 149, 150, 151, 152, 153, 154, 155, 156, 157, 158, 159, 160, 161, 1 61, 62, 63, 64, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 76, 15, 76, 79, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. That's it. So I want you to also
Wonderful.
try and practice in this way. Like this will come after a period of time, of course. So you're open, like even if you complete it after a year, just let me know, and if you just record that and send it, you will have some prize. Okay. So let's get on. We almost 9:40. So like if you practice that in English also, you can get it from 1 to 100. It's like really fast. If you speak, you will get it for less than 1 minute. I think 40-45 seconds you might achieve that in English. Try that. It's kind of an exercise for you. So next we are getting on to is ordinary numbers. We call le nom ordinaux. Like in English also you have cardinal numbers and ordinal numbers. The same way, 1 is a number. First is the ordinal number. That is that's the position or the placement first. 2 is a number. Second is a position. That's a ordinal number. So when you say, like the best example is when you say your date of birth, you generally say it's 3rd September 2010, whatever it is. You don't say 3 September, you say 3rd of September 2010. If it is 21st, you don't say 21 September. You say 21st September 2010 or 20, whatever it is. So for 2020, you are directly using the word. For September, you're using September. But for the number, that is the date, exact date, you say 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and so on. The same in French. When you're talking about ordinal number, you say with the position, or like if you want to describe a position or a date, you don't say the septembre, it is deuxième septembre, like the second one. So we'll do that. It's very simple. It's just that you have to put a logic to it. And quickly, can you tell me in English, how do you say first? Like how do you write first in the chat section? Can anyone write that, please? In the chat section, how do you write first? No, I don't want the spelling, just the notation. Like you say it like this. Yeah, perfect. Nidhi. And second is ND. Third is RD. Fourth is TH. So now there is a suffix that you are adding to one, that is ST. That means first. Second, you are adding ND. That is second. Sorry. Third, you're adding RD, that is an extension of 3. Okay, yeah, RD, that is third. And fourth, you're adding TH to 4. So that becomes 4 plus TH, fourth, right? So in the similar way, in French, you don't have like 4 different things like this: ST, ND, RD, TH. You need not remember anything. You just have to remember one thing, that you are adding E to it. Only there is one exception, that is for first. That is, you don't say aniyam. That is because one is here. Let me just quickly pull out a pen. Yeah, one is but when you're saying when you're kind of saying it's not aniyam, it is premier. I think now you have seen most of a lot of enterprises and a lot of people have this as their name, because they say premier enterprise, premier position, premier enterprise. It's a French word. Entreprise is a French word. One day we'll discuss the words which are already you're using in French and then which are originated in French. So like rendezvous, renaissance, connaissance, all of these words are coming from French, but you also use unknowingly you use it in English. So we'll do that one day, like maybe next in coming weeks. So first is there's only one exception. First is called premier. You need to, there's no rule. You just need to partify it. Premier. Since it is ending with er, you say 1 plus er. It's like a superscript er, premier. And from second on, it is just add e, and the becomes deuxième. The you have already seen. You add IEME in the wording, but when you say it is the plus em, so deuxième, you just have an extra e to it as a notation. Like what you do in second, you add nd, sec plus end, second, 2 plus end, sorry, 2 is the number, but when you're writing position, you call it second. So 2 is the, but in French it is simply like it's really easy. You just add IEME to it, and the spellings becomes DEUXIEME. Deuxième, the is 2. You add IEME, it becomes deuxième. Trois is 3, but if you closely check the spelling, trois is ending with a e. Sorry, trois is ending with a s. Here you add IEME, so it becomes troisième. So premier, deuxième, troisième is fine. Then you're coming to the fourth one, quatre. Here it is ending with e, but if the word anywhere it is ending with e, suppose here 4 it is ending with e, 13 it is ending with e, 11 it is ending with e. So for all these words, wherever word is ending with e, you don't add because there is a collision of vowels. So you remove that e and then add IEM. So it becomes quatrième. Quatre, quatrième. Trois, troisième. Deux, deuxième. First is un, but here it's an exception, that is premier. Okay. Cinq is 5, but here you have to add an extra u and then write IEM. So cinq is cinquième. Cinq and cinquième. 6 is six. You write CCM. 7 is sept, but you write septième. 8 is huit and 8th is huitième. 9 is an exception again. 9 is ending with an F, but here you write neuvième. Neuvième. I think in Gujarati and Hindi also you have neuvième means new, and it also represents 9. These words are kind of similar to your mother tongue also. So always try whenever you're comparing this with English, also try to compare this with your mother tongue. So that will be very close to your like subconscious or your heart, and then you can easily correlate. 9, now, like in Hindi you say now, 9, now, and then now then you say now ratri. Now is again same here. Now VM. You see, are you correlating it? Just quickly type in yes or no. Thanks. 10 is this, and 10th become DGM. So it's, I'm repeating it. It's premier, deuxième, troisième, quatorzième, quinzième, sixième, septième, huitième, neuvième, dixième. So when I say 10th September, I don't say this September. It is dixième septembre. Okay. We'll do the months also now. Months, week, days.
Rahul, I find this like an elements table.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
It sounds like an elements table in chemistry.
Ah, yeah. You add a IEM and stuff like that to that. Yes.
Yeah, it's like lithium kind
Yes,
of
yes.
stuff.
You are a chemical student or you have studied chemical? Because I think
No, I was just
we
able to
connected.
correlate it suddenly.
Good. That's the best way, best approach is every time you learn something, try to correlate it with something which you've already learned. So in that way, even if you don't remember this, you'll at least remember the ones which you have correlated with, and then you can draw the learnings. So that really helps me, and this is also you can like implement, and everyone has their own way of actually remembering it. So apart from yeah, so this like let's get down to the topic. I kind of get lost sometimes, so we'll have to be on track. The ons, again, it was ending with e, if you remember. We remove that e and then add ieme. So it's 11, 12 is 2gm, 13, 13 is 13gm, 14 is 14, 14gm. Here you are adding, you're removing e and then adding ieme. Cans is 15, cangm. Says is 16, cesium. Now the exception part starts. 17 is decept, but you don't write IEME to 10, you write it to the 7, the last one. So it's deceptium. 18 is dyswithium. 19 is dysnervium. Nervium is again 9th, not NEUFIEME. It is nervium. Van, and you add IEME, it becomes vanthium. Okay. Is it clear? Like if you have any questions, you can just comment or just ask so that we.
Can you spell 15 once again?
15, 1 5.
Yeah.
15 is cans and 15th is CANGM.
CanGM. Okay.
Yeah. Cans and EM. CANGM. Sank, tank EM. With VTM. Nuv, NUVEM. This, DZM. Van, Vanthium. It's just that you have to add that IEME. It becomes EM, EM, EM everywhere. Cis, CZM. Ons, ONZM. Do's, DOZM. Trace is Trazium. Like that. Okay. So guys, can you just quickly write your date of birth, only the day, in the chat in French? If your date of birth is 1st, write premier. If the date of birth is 10th, write deuxième. If your date of birth, whatever it is, can you just quickly type? Because you already have the spellings on the window. So just write yeah. So Shobnik. Shobnik, how do you pronounce it? Shobnik or Shobnik? I
Shobhik.
know Bengali names are pronounced a little different.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, it's Shobhik.
Shobhik. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. Srinidhi, can you just check your spelling? It's the CM. Are you guys sure your date of births are 6th, 8th, and 10th? Can you correct the spelling?
Mine is 8 with name.
Okay. Yeah. Srinidhi, your spelling is kind of a little one word here and there it's there. So just check. It's Dixiem. It's Dixiem and not IEUM. You're literally going with the pronunciation. Okay. Can you correct that? I'll correct it for you. It's DCM. DCM September, DCM Janvier. Like we'll do the month, but I'm just telling you right now. It's DCM September, Janvier, February, March, April, May, June, Juillet, Août, September, October, November, and December. These are the months. Most of them are similar. Only I think the pronunciation of June, July, March, and August is little different. We do that in the next class. So remember for this, for today, you will have to, I think we can do the months. We still have time. Okay, yeah. Okay, we still have got like 4 minutes, so I will quickly do the months here. Months is called mois. Mois is months. MOINS, mois. Mois is months. Janvier is January. February is February. March is March. April is April. May is May. June is June. The spelling change only I think here is July. July is Juillet. It's Juillet and not Juliet. It is Juillet. You one more time. The last alphabet in French is kind of mute. You don't pronounce it. The voice starts with a high pitch Juillet and you end at E. August, the spelling of August in English is wrong here, but in French it is correct. It's oath. August is oath. September, October, November, and December, they are same. Only spelling change is the last two alphabets. That is, ER becomes RE. ER becomes RE. September, October, November, December. December, November, October, and September becomes September, November, September, October, November, and December. Clear? So now can you do me one more favor is write your date of birth with the month in the chat. Can you do that please? Meanwhile, I'll write mine.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Rahul, here we found three different things. In February, backslash. In
Yeah.
August, that cap, and in December, backslash. So
Yes.
again, you are pronouncing it's like a February and
Yeah.
December.
December. December.
December. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the
Yes.
they
Yeah.
or
Oath is you're pronouncing you and you're putting more stress on the U. Oath. So the T is also kind of pronounced a little bit because you're pausing for a second. The O like this. So wherever you have this accent, these are called accent aigu, accent grave, and the accent circumflex. There you put a little more stress. So don't like literally focus your effort on this. It's oath, Janvier, February, March, April, May, June, Juillet, Août, September, October, November, and December. That's it. Like only with the spelling, you need to remember this accent. Août is that with a cap. December and February, you have a backward slash. The accent grave.
can you repeat slowly September to December? I'm not getting it. So
Yeah, it's September, October, November, and December.
okay. Oh, December, November, October, and September.
September. Yes, perfect.
September. Okay.
Okay, can you quickly type in your year and yeah, 10th November, yeah, CGM for February, perfect. Asha, can you just type in your date of birth? Oath. Oath is what? Which date? With the date. That is 6th oath or 8th August. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So that's it for today. If you have any questions, you can let me know. And for
Yeah.
the revision part, you will have to write 1 to 100 and pronounce it. And in the next class, I'll just ask you on random basis what is 58. So be prepared with that so that we spend like 5 to 10 minutes on that and then we move forward. And also as part of your homework, can you We didn't do the date. Okay, just leave that. Just do the numbers and revise the months.
Yeah, see, I have one question for the repetition of the pronunciation. You said you will give the one link. No, don't use Google Translate.
Yes.
So
The
there is
link
any.
is www.dplayl.com.
One
This is the
second, can you
website.
type?
I've
One second.
put it in the chat section.
Group. Yeah,
Yeah.
group section. Group section. Huh?
No, in the chat box here, right side.
One second, let me.
Use this translator. This has also a app. If you install it on your system, every time you copy something, like whenever you want to translate something, you copy it, you press the Control C, copy 2 times, it automatically pops up and you get the translation. So you need not like copy and go and open and paste. If you do a copy 2 times, it will automatically open and it will give you the translation.
Means there will be voice pronunciation, no?
Yes, you can have, no, it's in this you don't have a voice pronunciation. For
See,
that,
I will forget. See, I will forget some no pronunciation for 50, 40. So again, for the repetition, what should I use? Because right now you said, but after 1 or 2 hours, I will forget it. It's
okay.
totally new words
So
for me.
yeah, for the pronunciation, you go to Google Translator, that will give you pronunciation. But for translation, deepl.com is a tool, it's a website where you can translate, which will give you like a very exact meaning. And one more
Okay, but
disclaimer here is for this website deepl.com, you should be using it only when you're making sentences. That is like the later past, or like maybe after 1 month you might use this. Right now you can just use Google Translator, put the word there, and then you can get the pronunciation. And remember, the
okay.
pronunciation is not exact; it's a machine pronunciation. So that might be a little different from the exact one. So this is like all temporary solutions, but when you repeat it over quite a few number of times, and when I repeat it on like a number of times, you will get the pronunciation. When you do a practice, listening practices, that time a word comes like April, you will recollect that this is April, not April. Okay.
Okay. So for time being, I use this Google Translate.
So
No,
for
that's why I
time
was
being only,
asking.
yeah, for time being only use Google Translator and don't make it a habit, because
Hmm.
I've seen many students, they make it a habit every time they go to Google Translator, and they don't put pressure on your head. Like when you're doing translation, like with writing small sentences, people generally, to make it easy, they go to translator and then quickly translate it. Don't do that. Put some time. Even if you do, it would take like 3 times more or 4 times more the number of hours you put in. That will make your brain work actually. So it will be a little difficult in the beginning, but you pass that the difficult phase, and then when you enter that phase where you will recollect all of them on your own, it will be easy for you.
Mhm. Okay.
Any questions, anyone?
Rahul,
Yeah.
Rahul, will you be sharing the whole slide maybe after the classes, after 1 or 2 months?
If you want, I can share it to you right away. But what happens is when we are doing this exercises, I tend to make some changes here and there to make it a little easy or
Yeah, it's
something.
better you can send it to us maybe after 2 months. I
After
mean,
we
once the
complete, yeah.
classes course
After a
gets
week or
completed.
so, I'll send it to you.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay, then see you guys tomorrow, and just like go through this, because the important part here is if you practice the exercises then and there on the same day, it will be easy. If not, it will again add up on the second day, and then you will not exactly remember the translation or the words which you have heard. So always like
Hmm.
practice on the same day, and then when you come back the next day, it will be easy for you.
Okay. And for numbers, it's nombre or nom. Again, I
Norm.
forgot. You.
It is when you say numbers, it's a plural. When you say
Hmm.
number, it is number. Nombre,
So yeah.
nombre.
Okay. Yesterday you said nombre. What is it? It's nombre or nombre?
Okay, I'll tell you. It's nombre. This one is
Nombre.
nombre. Yes.
Only
With an
nombre.
S, it is plural. Nombre without an S is singular.
Okay, so this one is you are calling nombre.
Nombre.
Nombre. And second one? Without
That is
S?
also nombre without an S.
Okay,
The
nombre.
spelling I'm
Okay.
telling you, nombre is without an S, but when you're saying it in plural form, you say nombre with an S.
Nombre. Okay.
Yeah.
Means in here S will be silent. No, nombre.
Yes. Nombre. Some words, the plural form is also same. This is one of them. We'll do singular plural also in coming weeks. Then also you will come to S and X. These are the two add-ons that you add. Okay.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, and one more thing. Now we are 3. So yesterday anyone called you for the any information or any webinar? I
No,
sent
people
you a
like
number.
I've asked a lot of people to join it for free, like for a week, and then if they want to continue, then we'll continue. So, but we'll
If we are
continue the
3,
classes. Yeah.
but we are 3. We all 3 are confirmed, no?
Tomorrow we will have a demo session, and after that I am hopeful that many people will join. And a lot of inquiries are coming, so let's hope we'll get the request.
Because yeah, yesterday I sent you a number. So many people.
Yeah.
Okay, and one good news is there was FSW score yesterday night.
Yeah, there was a draw yesterday, and it was 478.
478, yes. So high score.
Nidhi, you are at 468. Nidhi is at 468 or something.
Uh,
Oh, sorry,
no,
you got it.
actually, I am.
Yeah, you got it.
I did not. No, I'm not an express entry candidate. I'm a spousal sponsored candidate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then see you guys tomorrow, and just keep the learning phase on. Keep learning.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.